Would you believe me if I told you that Toyota is an innovator when it comes to family sedans? Perhaps not. You might instead say the Ford Fusion with its dramatic looks, or the Hyundai Sonata with its turbocharged engines. Regardless, Toyota is staking its claim to the innovation title. So to put that assertion to the test, I'm here at the launch of the significantly updated 2015 Camry to evaluate its many attributes amid the breathtaking scenery on the Big Island of Hawaii. Okay, enough of the epic shots and dramatic music. This is a Camry after all. It's the dictionary definition of sensible driving. Regardless of the bold new look, people buy Camrys because they're practical, they're fuel efficient, and their likelihood of breaking down is about equal to your chances of winning the lottery. What's behind me here is also proof positive that Toyota is in fact an innovator in mid-size sedans. What's so special about it? Well, in general, just 3 years after introducing the new model, Toyota has dramatically updated the Camry, replacing 2,000 parts. More specifically, I'm talking about this new XSE trim level. Think a single trim level doesn't matter? Let's go for a ride. So 3 years ago, when Toyota rolled out the new Camry model, they introduced an SE trim level. Now, I vividly remember driving it and recommending that exact trim. To keep the innovation ball rolling, Toyota has now introduced this car, the XSE. Yes, I'm a big fan of the SE trim level, but not really for the reasons that Toyota recommends. I mean, if you're looking for a sporty mid-size sedan, you might be better off in a Ford Fusion or a Mazda 6. What the Camry SE really delivers is a more premium interior, a better looking car, and overall just a better car to drive. And it's all for a very small price increase. In fact, it starts at less than $1,000 more than a base Camry. Now, if you do want the XSE, you're gonna have to pony up a bit more than that. With that, you get heated front seats, a 4-way power passenger seat, and custom 18-inch wheels, as well as a leather interior with these beautiful ultra suede inserts. And they really look like the kind of Alcantara you'd find in a Mercedes-Benz. Upgrade to the V6 engine, and Toyota tosses in keyless access with a push-button ignition, a power moonroof, upgraded audio, and a 7-inch display screen with navigation and apps. If you're shopping at the higher end of the price range, you're probably interested in the new technologies available, and there are plenty, including adaptive cruise control, lane departure warning, blind spot monitor with rear cross traffic alert, and an auto high beam feature that actually turns down the high beams automatically so you don't accidentally blind oncoming cars. Plus, you also get one additional feature that you really won't find anywhere else, and that's wireless charging for your cell phone. Even with the big wheels and low profile tires, it's still a comfortable ride. I also really enjoy the steering in this car. It has a great on-center feel. It's nicely weighted too. It's sporty enough, but it's not like it's trying too hard. There's a lot of competitor cars that have really heavy, stiff steering, and it just doesn't feel natural. The big tires really do help the car move in the direction that you want it to, but I'm still reluctant to call this sporty. There's even a new pre-collision warning system that will alert you if you're about to have a collision with another car, and it can even apply the brakes, stopping the car completely at low speeds. So apart from this whole confusing SE, XSE stuff, you're probably wondering, what is the Camry itself really like to drive? Well, I can say it is definitely another step forward. The chassis itself has 150 new spot welds to help stiffen it up, and the car is about a ½ inch wider when it comes to the track, so it sits nicer on the road, and it drives more like the SE trim that everybody loves. The brakes are now more responsive without being touchy, and you get new window seals, thicker carpeting, and even redesigned mirrors to reduce wind noise. Overall, it's quieter, more comfortable, and both feels and looks a lot nicer. In fact, every body panel except the roof has been changed on this car. Inside, almost every single surface in here that the driver or a passenger touches has been upgraded and improved, and it's definitely noticeable. One downside is that, well, the styling is still rather sort of Toyota simplistic. It doesn't have a lot of flair to it. So the upside of that, however, is that, well, it's really easy to figure it out. You do not need a degree. There are huge buttons, even the infotainment system, everything's super simple. One modern feature I do really like is a new 4.2-inch display screen which sits right between the two main gauges, and that comes on every model except the base one. Sadly, there is one area where Toyota is not innovating when it comes to the new Camry, and that is under the hood. It's the same old engines that we've been seeing for years now. There's the same old 6-speed transmission too, when some rivals have as many as 9 gears, and even Honda has made the switch to a more fuel-efficient CVT. Though I really do love this feeling of a proper automatic. You never have to wonder what it's going to do, it just works. All that means is that fuel economy is unchanged, and that is not a good thing, especially in such a highly competitive segment. The Camry is about 1 mile per gallon average off both the Sonata and the Fusion, and it's actually 3 miles per gallon off both the Altima and the Accord. Speaking of fuel economy, one really can't review the Camry without discussing the Camry Hybrid, and surprise, there's a Camry Hybrid SE model now. Unlike a lot of hybrids, it's got a respectable 0 to 60 time of 7.6 seconds, and it gets 41 miles per gallon combined. For just about $1,000 more than it costs to get into a base Camry Hybrid, you can get the SE model, and it gives a nice stepping stone for those who don't want to pony up all the cash to go up to the Hybrid XLE. So the almost all-new Camry is another great car and an undeniably smart purchase. I have to say that the new SE Hybrid trim level is pretty much a no-brainer, and the new XSE is a real winner too. Before, if you wanted to move up a level, you could only get the XLE, which has more features but wasn't nearly as nice to look at, sit in, or drive. While I would like to see more innovation under the hood of the new Camry, I have to say that Toyota has done a tremendous job at making sure that its top seller is at the top of your car shopping list.